Council adopted a preliminary draft law which provides for the administration of community service work as a reminder that community service work was governed by a law of April 6, 2004, which in practice, in application, revealed a certain number of inadequacies to address these difficulties and allow community service work to be a reality. It was necessary to reform which are undertaken aim to allow for a credible and accessible justice system which meets the expectations of our population. And indeed, we cannot actually make reforms which meet this objective and leave aside, moreover. And as you know, our prisons are today full of people convicted for reasons. So to solve this problem, it was necessary to tackle the origin of this overpopulation. This overpopulation will break ends up at the level of our prison because sentences of conviction are pronounced. The sentence of community service effectively aims to solve this problem because it will be pronounced in replacement of the systematic imprisonment which is pronounced, so that these people end up at the level of our prisons. So what are the major innovations of this law compared to the one that already existed in 2004? The first innovation is that community service becomes an independent sentence. Its pronouncement is no longer subject to the consent of the accused, because with 2004 law, the accused had to give his consent for the community service sentence to be pronounced. With this bill, there will no longer be any consent. It is an independent sentence that could be pronounced like all other prison sentences. The second innovation is that there are certain number of offenses which the community service sentence will be of community service will be systematically and automatically pronounced by the judge under certain conditions, of course, which are linked to the dangerousness of the defendant, which are linked, of course, to the disinterestedness of the civil party. We are talking, of example, about crimes against property. The civil party must be able to effectively attest that she was disinterested before the sentence is pronounced. Another innovation is that we have extended the list of companies which could accommodate people who have been sentenced to a community service sentence. Before, it was exclusively the public administration, but today even companies, private companies, can actually receive those sentenced to a community service. So when it is adopted, even people who are currently sentenced can actually request the benefit of this law because of 1 month of community service for 3 months of imprisonment. So this law, as I say, will actually allow us to relieve congestion in our prisons to ensure that those who have committed offenses and who have caused harm to the society can actually amend and find more effective social reintegration and actually allow this population, this workforce, to be used to support the development projects of our country. I think the new law makes sense, because the first thing I picked here is that the prison is overcrowded. And sometimes the truth remains that some people sent to the prisons are not supposed to be there. Some of them are innocent. Some of them really are like a lot is going on. So I think this is a very good one. It makes things a lot easier because it's not just about pushing people in there. After that, what next? When we talk about good brains as leaders, people who are proactive, innovative, people who their brains are still working, and not people that will sit down there for how long, I don't know. This is a welcome development. It's good. I've always said it that Captain Ibrahim Traore has a lot to offer, and more is yet to come. Burkina Faso, they've seen light. That's just it. Thank you again for your time with me. I don't take it for granted. Hope to see you in my next as I come your way again with more trending news. Bye.